Fujifilm X100VI after the hype, after the launch. Let's talk about this camera right now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. Tudor Matescu here. In this video I want to talk about the Fujifilm X100VI, the new camera that is following X100V. And I will touch on the fact that no X-T50 was announced. So, the new X100VI after the hype. What information bring new the X-Summit compared to the rumors? Well, this is a very interesting discussion. So we have a 1mm extra thickness to the Fujifilm X100VI body compared to the rumors. So 2mm plus. And also the lens seems to be a little bit more in front. So my predictions were right. We are talking about a big X100V, a chunky X100V, as big from what I'm seeing as X-T5, because we have the IBIS. So, bigger X100 series camera, one of the biggest. 2mm at least thickness in the body and also with the lens because of the IBIS. Next we have the IBIS, that is one of the biggest improvements, and we really must talk about that IBIS, and I will address it immediately. Next we have the 40 megapixel sensor, and yes, this is the best news, we have 50 plus grams. What is 50 grams in reality? Some users will say, well, it matters. It matters when you have small batteries. You have small batteries in that camera, and this means those small batteries will last, according to Fujifilm, to around 300 shots. 300 shots, just like my first X100 Fine Peak series that was a really true pocketable APS-C camera with a bare CMOS sensor that was rendering beautiful, extraordinary images. But this, I'm not liking the images. I'm not impressed regarding the lens. It's the same lens, and that lens, it's not impressing me. I was very impressed with the micro contrast of the first Fujifilm X100 Fine Peak series. So the lens is not special. So this is another problem when we are talking about the price, because we have a premium price. And why is that? Because you can add 1,000 more to your purchase and get a Leica Q on the used market, a Leica Q2 on the used market. Also for the same price, you can get an extraordinary full frame lens and full frame Leica colors on a Leica Q first generation body. And I'm saying this because the X100V, X100 series cameras are cameras dedicated to photography. And talking about this, now we have on X100VI 6K video on a small camera, weather sealed with a small battery. I'm really wondering how fast that battery will die and how much overheat will X100VI take when you'll shoot 6K video with IBIS. Now let's talk about that IBIS. That IBIS for me seems to be the Achilles because it's ruining all the love that I had for the small factor rangefinder looking cameras of X100 series. And by the way, nowadays the X Pro 3 comes really attractive if you are asking me. Because let's talk about the IBIS. So you have IBIS. So what for photography? In the end, so what? The IBIS, according to Fujifilm, it is 6 stops. When I've heard 6 stops, I've said, wow, 6 stops. I will do at least 1 second pictures from my hand. But no. The reviewers showed that they were able to take sharp pictures with an exposure time of 0.5 seconds. 0.5 seconds with the IBIS unit of X100V. So where it's the winning in this category? I'm able to shoot with my Leica camera around 0.8 seconds without having any movement from my hand in camera, and probably I will be able to go to 0.5, 0.3 seconds from my experience without problems. How Leica is doing this? Without IBIS in camera, my Leica M240p. How is this possible? I don't have any shutter shock on Leica. How is this possible? And Fujifilm, with the latest camera with 6 stops IBIS, you will only be sure to shoot at 0.5 seconds. And I must agree with this assessment because I have Fujifilm X-T5, and for me it's hard to get 1 second from the hand pictures with this camera. With a wide lens, yes, I'm able to do it, but not as easy as with a Micro Four Thirds camera. So before the launch, I was pretty sure that I will sell my Micro Four Thirds Olympus OMD M10 Mark IV camera. This is GX9. And I will invest the money in X100VI because I said I will have IBIS with Fujifilm colors, with the Fujifilm lens, APS-C sensor, 40 megapixel sensor, and I will be able to shoot at least with that ND filter at least 1 second. I didn't imagine that 1 second will be a problem. I can do 1 second with any camera. I can do it. It really depends on how you will stabilize the camera. So 1 second is not a big deal, even if you don't have a tripod. You'll find ways to stabilize the camera. Take multiple shots and you'll have at least 1 second picture that you can accept it. With Micro Four Thirds cameras, especially with Olympus, I can shoot confidently at least 3 seconds from my hand. So if I'm talking about Olympus, let me show the Olympus camera. So with this small camera, I can shoot without problems 2-3 seconds with almost any lens. And at the wide angle, no problems. At the wide angle, I can shoot 5 seconds. 5 seconds. With a 90mm lens, I can shoot 1 second with my Micro Four Thirds equipment. And the image quality, again, it's not much different from an APS-C in this kind of pictures. So where is the advantage of X100VI thinking that it costs so much? We lost the portability factor. We don't have many wins regarding the IBIS, regarding the image quality, regarding the lens. So basically we just have an IBIS unit that is making the camera consume more power. And also we will have a 40 megapixel sensor, but for what? For cropping, yes, okay, I can get it. I want to crop. But for cropping, I need a very good lens. For a crop to work, you need a lens with great resolution, with great micro contrast. On Micro Four Thirds cameras, those lenses are the Pro lenses, the f4 Pro lenses, the 12-100 f4 Pro lenses. On Fujifilm camera, it is this Voigtlander 27mm f2 lens. It has plenty of resolution and details, and also the 18mm f1.4 lens. Yes, I'm okay to use the cropping power with these lenses. So a great lens like 18mm f1.4, it's excellent for cropping. It is really excellent because it's resolving nice the 40 megapixel sensor. But this X100V lens, I'm not convinced. Yes, at pixel level, okay, but look at Matt Greger videos and you'll see a comparison between a full frame lens and the X100V lens. So again, it's confirming what I'm saying from my long experience of using X100V 2+ years. That the lens, it's not an extraordinary lens. It's a good lens, but not an outstanding lens. So pairing that lens with the 40 megapixel sensor, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not excited about this, what I can tell you. I'm not excited. I've looked at the pictures. All the pictures, there is no difference between the lens of the X100V and the lens of X100VI paired with the new sensor. I hoped it will be, but no difference. And also the reviewers that had X100VI in their hand confirmed this. So basically, you don't win much. You really don't win much. In real-world photography shooting, the only advantage is that you can buy a brand new X100VI camera because you weren't able to buy X100V. The next thing that you will win is that you'll have IBIS that can be suited for video. Okay, it doesn't tick with me at all. And the next thing that you will win, it's a big chunky camera, an expensive camera that has a bigger price than X100V. So from what I'm seeing, the only users that will buy this camera are Fujifilm fanboys that are really wanting to upgrade. I don't know why, but they really need to have the next iteration camera. The next people that are suited to buy this camera are people that aren't able to find an X100V at a good price on the used market, and I do agree with this. If the X100V prices and X100F prices will not drop, this is the only solution. This is the only normal solution to get a good Fujifilm camera. But if the prices will drop on the used market for X100F and X100V, and if you really want that Fujifilm X100 camera, I feel that X100V is a better choice. I really do feel that X100V is a better choice. Or if you want a much better choice for image quality, I really do feel that X-T5 is the solution with the Fujifilm new lenses or with the Voigtlander lens. So if I will take X-T5 with this new lens, I will really have no compromises regarding image quality. The only compromise that I will do is that I will have a bigger package. Okay, but even with this pancake lens, the image quality, it will be as X106. And you also have the option to change lenses. And the package regarding size, you'll be there. You'll be there with this package. You'll be there. Okay, it's not a rangefinder looking camera. But X106 and X100V aren't rangefinder cameras. They look like a rangefinder camera. They have that optical viewfinder that is great, but because you have all those whistles and bells and the tilt screen, how Torsten Overgaard is saying, and I must agree with Torsten in this situation, you'll not use those cameras like a rangefinder camera. You'll not use a Fujifilm camera like a Leica camera because you have all these options, all these settings. Leica, it's about simplicity. A rangefinder, it's about simplicity, not about 6K video files with a small battery, with an IBIS that I don't know why it is there. So for me, the hype is over. I am really not tempted at this moment regarding X106. These are my honest opinions. It's good that we have the X106 on the market. It's a step forward, but it's a step behind regarding portability, regarding cameras that you can take with you anywhere and take great pictures. For me, at this moment, regarding the X100 series, the most attractive camera that I would buy if I would find a good offer, it is X100F. I feel that X100F has the sweetest spot regarding all the X100 cameras. It has great colors, X Pro 2 like colors, X Pro 2 like color chrome. That color chrome, it's really something from X Pro 2, X100F. So you have that color chrome on X100F. You have a very portable, easy to take X100F camera that is focusing as fast as X100V in the end. You have the same lens. Yes, it's not as sharp at very close macro distances, but for family photography, for street photography, no problems. And you have a fixed screen. That fixed screen will help you use more the camera like a rangefinder camera. So for me, now there are many options regarding Fujifilm cameras, but I don't find X106 very, very attractive. So in those money, you can always get, how I said, X-T5, get the best out of Fujifilm cameras and the best out of the Fujifilm lenses. Go with full frame if you want a fixed compact premium camera, or go with X100F, X100V if they will appear on the market. Other than that, X106 for me at this moment, it's really, really not attractive at all. I'm sorry, I'm totally not hyped about the improvements. Yes, it's an upgrade, but I don't know. It's not ticking with me at this moment. I can get better satisfaction from X-T5 that it's a great camera, a really great camera if you will pair it with more lenses for street photography, for documentary photography. And if you want better image quality, then I feel it's deserving to make the compromise to buy a new Fujifilm WR lens. The compromise regarding price and size. Because now the X106, it has a price and a size. And it doesn't have interchangeable lenses. Other than that, if you want a rangefinder looking camera that it's acting as X106, I feel that X Pro 3 and X Pro 2 are one of the best choices out there because you have an optical viewfinder, the camera is light, is staying great in the hand, you have great ergonomics. That screen, even if you will have problems in the future, it can be repaired, and even if the screen is broken on you, you'll have a better rangefinder experience with this camera. You'll have a better rangefinder experience with this camera. Also, you can go for X Pro 2. But if you want to learn how to have a better rangefinder experience with X Pro cameras or even with X100VI, I advise look at this video where I shared with you what I've discovered regarding rangefinder experience with Fujifilm cameras when I've shot a Leica. Now I know how to get better rangefinder experience on a Fujifilm camera because I've shot a Leica. And I've understand how a true rangefinder is working, and I've made some adjustment how you can set up an X Pro camera, X Pro 2, X100 camera to get that rangefinder experience. Please check the next video right now.